Zoe here with a full body strength and cardio kettlebell workout. You're only going to need just one size kettlebell for today, but we are not going to waste any time because this is going to be a higher intensity workout with little to no rest. So let's get started with our warm-ups. Nice and light with some jumping jacks. Keep it easy on the ankles, soft in the toes, soft in the ankles, soft in the knees. We're here for 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna shake it out with some butt kicks. So again, staying on the balls of those feet, keeping your posture nice and tall. We are working in 45 seconds of interval time today, and we're gonna step side to side, just big steps. We will amp it up in a moment, followed by 15 seconds of rest / transition time. Let's add that hop in now. So like I said, that is the only rest you are going to get. You get rest after every exercise, okay? But we're gonna utilize our strength rounds. Go ahead and rest. Let's open up the shoulder with the hip with an arm circle and a shoulder circle. All right, we're gonna utilize our strength rounds, intervals, I should say, as kind of a lower intensity type of rest. All right, let's find some just steady standard squats. All right, and then we'll boost it up with that strength exercise and then top off. All right, let's take it to a standard squat next. All right, after we do our strength rounds, we're going to step those up a notch by making them full body strength rounds. Hands behind the head, hinging forward, squeezing the glutes as you stand. Here for 3, 2, 1. Find the edge of your mat. Let's walk it out to an inchworm for the plank. A shoulder tap, walk it back in. Here again, plank, shoulder tap, walk it back in. Last one, plank, shoulder tap, walk it back in. And then to top off our cardio, all right, we will do a swing every round. So pretty much a no repeat workout aside from our swings. But grab that kettlebell, get ready to rock and roll. We're gonna start off with a curtsy lunge. So just like a reverse lunge, but we're gonna step back, all right, into the side at a bit of an angle. Okay, so we're starting on just one side in 3, 2, 1. Whatever side is staying immobile, all right, the opposite arm will hold that bell. All right, now, lock it down for a second. When we're doing these curtsy lunges, okay, we're working a lot of this outer hip, right, upper glutes, those like round plump booty muscles, okay? If this is too hard on your knees, just do a regular reverse lunge, it's totally fine, or a forward lunge, all right? But when we're coming up, I want you to drive from that front leg, okay? When you're standing up, drive through that front leg. So right now, we're just getting started. You might feel like you want to really push that pace, that's fine. Remember, this is strength and cardio. So during your strength rounds, focus on activating properly. Don't just go through the motions to get your cardio up. Go ahead and rest. We're gonna switch sides. Okay, we're holding weight, so that's gonna help keep the heart rate up a little bit too. We're doing a lot of reps. Okay, again, another heart rate booster. We're gonna do lower body, upper body, both, and then cardio. Let's switch sides. Good. So again, don't worry about not getting your cardio in. It will come, all right? We're just getting started. So don't take away from your strength moves by rushing them. Okay, check in with your posture here, right? You might hinge a little bit, that's fine, but try not to collapse and round your back, right? You wanna stay tall, again, driving through the foot of the front leg during these curtsy lunges. Okay, so your grip is probably gonna get pretty fatigued in this workout as well. One of my favorite parts about the kettlebell, build up those grip strengths. Good, short rest. Next we'll be doing an upright row. So while you're doing your upright row, make sure you're not dropping those hips forward, but you're keeping them back beneath the shoulders. Okay, so we're starting that in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. An upright row. Drawing that belly in, Keeping your chest proud, eyes ahead of you. I'm flaring my elbows up, opening the armpits. Okay. Again, check in with those hips. So our upper body movements, all right, we're going to be pretty much doing both arms at the same time. No, I shouldn't even say that. It alternates. But something like this, I don't expect you to do one side and then the other. Okay, so it should be good even if you're using a moderate to heavier kettlebell. All right, as long as you can move it with your arms at all, should be good for this workout. Good for 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna set mine down just for a second. All right, we'll hold that in one hand, right? We're gonna curtsy, come up, both hands, upright row, switch sides, curtsy, come up, both hands, upright row, okay? So let's get started. We're going back and forth. Curtsy, upright row, switch sides. Curtsy, upright row. So see now our cardio, even though we're still doing strength moves, right? You can feel your heart rate starting to pick up a little bit because we're working a lot of muscles at once, plus with weight and a higher rep format, a little bit of a longer duration, right? I would say 45 seconds would count as a endurance interval. All right, but that's just me. All right, we got 10 more seconds here. So get in those reps, stay strong, stay focused. All the way up beneath the chin. Don't half butt your exercises. And rest. Okay, next we have our swing. So we're here. It's a full 45 seconds. So if you need to warm up your back a little bit and just start off with deadlifts, or maybe you're not confident with the swing yet, that's fine. But let's get started. We have our swing. So again, maybe do a couple little pelvic thrusts first until you build up the height to get that swing just about eye level. Notice I'm not locking out my arms and rounding my back. Yuck, I hate when I see this, okay? My mind is just thinking your posture, okay? Keep your chest proud. Think about keeping your elbows close to the body, okay? We're not worried about getting that kettlebell far away. We want to keep it tucked in, right? So it's kind of like this motion. It looks like a little T-Rex arm, okay? We got 10 more seconds here. Don't worry about using your arms. So kind of just along for the ride, right? From your hips, your glutes, and rest. Okay, so that was like our first circuit. We're going right into the next one. So a single leg deadlift on one side. You can stagger, right? And notice I have a little bit of a width between them. Or you can hinge, whichever you'd like, all right? So stagger, boom. I guess you're hinging on both. That's wrong. You could balance, right? Or hinge. So whichever you'd like. If we're staggered, we're still putting pretty much all that weight in the front foot. If we are going to balance, okay, this is strength, so this is a good time. We're not trying to go really, really fast or anything. You're not using, or I'm assuming you're not using a super heavy dumbbell or kettlebell. If your kettlebell's pretty heavy, you're having a hard time balancing, this isn't the workout to try to force it, okay? So, so don't rush and rest. Okay, so we're gonna do our other side now. So just switch sides. Notice whatever side is the front leg isn't the side, it's the opposite, the one that's carrying the weight, because it's gonna get that cross body, like rotational strength. Let's get started. Again, you're staggered, right? And even if you're staggered, this back foot is just a kickstand, right? It's just there for balance. It's not there to hold the weight, okay? So if we are hinging, oops, for balance, maybe you're holding onto a wall just to help. Okay, check in with those hips. Make sure they're not opened out, but they're pointing down at the floor. Okay, tall posture that we maintain through the entire range of motion. Drawing that belly in, our shoulder blades are back and down, our chest is proud, and rest. Okay, next we have a bent over row. So we are going to do just one side. If your kettlebell is lighter and you feel like you could handle going side to side, that's fine. But I'm gonna grab the bell by the horns upside down, hinge forward, and row to my chest. So when you're ready, let's get started. Yes, you have a little bit of a limit in your range of motion because of the kettlebell. So again, if that's why you want to go here and alternate, you totally can. I'll leave it up to you, whichever you prefer. But if your kettlebell's a little heavy, it's too hard to do it one side, you can totally hold like this. Okay, so it's up to you. Mine's a little bit lighter, so my upper body feels pretty confident with it. I can handle it. We got 15 seconds left, ladies. Come on. So again, third strength round. Now we're gonna do that like strength and cardio type of hybrid, right? Upper and lower working. We're gonna alternate moves. Go ahead and rest. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna take a nice wide stance, okay? You're gonna hinge forward, right? Stagger, hinge, row, step forward. Let's go. Hinge, row, step forward. I know this is a lot at once. I didn't give you a lot of time to practice it, but that's okay, right? You're just stepping, then hinging. So let's just do the stagger. At the bottom of your deadlift, come up with your row. Stagger, hinge, row. And that's why I wanted you to alternate hands too. Stagger, hinge, row. And what I like about this too, as far as the lower body goes, is you're putting a little more time under tension on those deadlift muscles, right? So at the bottom of that movement, boom, you're holding it there for a couple extra seconds. And rest. Okay, we're gonna finish off with our swing for our cardio for this circuit. Then we have 2 more, so we're almost there. Again, I told you pretty much a no repeat. I know I'm being a little bit lax with that statement. All right, but we can't totally not repeat. Let's begin. So again, thrust those hips forward. Boom, come up with that kettlebell. Don't do what I just did. Notice I'm not here. I'm not breaking my back, right? Woo, didn't even feel good practicing it. Okay, I'm exploding through my hips, but they stay underneath the shoulders, even with a little bit of a pop. They don't need to hyperextend. My hips don't need to hyperextend and push out way in front of me. All right, it's completely unnecessary. It's poor mechanics, and it's creating a bad habit. So dig those heels down. You'll see even people will come up onto their toes. That encourages it. Go ahead and rest. Not that it's bad necessarily, but most of us aren't trained power lifters, all right, Olympic lifters, where you can control. All right, I know I'm tangenting. Grab that kettlebell, one arm. We got a push press. Let's begin. So you're gonna dip with those knees and drive. So say this is too hard for you. Say you need both hands, okay? We are here for 45 seconds. That's fine. Grab the bell by the horns. Boom. Boom, okay? But when we add this little dip in with the legs, we're taking a lot of the work, a lot of the strength out from the upper body, okay? So still a strength move, all right? We're gonna still stay on the one side if you were on the one side. We'll switch the next time around, all right? 5 more seconds here, but it's just a good way to get in a lot of reps with that upper body, okay? Because most of us probably, especially ladies, are a lot stronger in the legs than you are the arms, so chances are you're not gonna be able to bang out a lot of reps when it's strict. That's why we're making it a push. You're still working that strength, but not as hard. Switch sides, let's begin. If you needed both hands, you take a longer break and jump in when you're ready for your second set. Otherwise, we're here, okay? If you're ready to jump back in, awesome. That means you probably could have done right side, left side, babe. But it's okay. It's okay. All our workouts are just learning our bodies, putting them to the test, and working hard. Again, a small dip. I'm not dropping here. Dropping my butt back. Boom. Boom. Right? I'm initiating with the legs, finishing with that push. Okay? So, yes, still quite a bit of upper body. Boom. But those legs are giving a little bit of a help. Go ahead and rest. All right, we're gonna get on the floor. So if you need, you can put a little bit of a pillow down, pause the video if you need to real quick, or maybe a folded up blanket. Try not to trip up. If you do, pay attention. But we're gonna do a kneeling hinge. So We're gonna be here. We're in that kneeling position. We're hinging down, right? And then, boom, squeeze the butt. So it's kind of like a swing, right? You noticing that? Kind of like a swing. If you're not here, get down here. Let's go. It's really like a good morning, like a deadlift, but we're on the knees. So it's really forcing you to take your time. That's why I like this version, okay? Because when we're doing good morning, doing deadlift, we get comfortable. And a lot of times, we just kind of go through the motion. We don't really focus on engaging the glutes the right way, or we overextend. Go ahead and rest. All right. This is where the tripping up can happen if you're using a blanket. So you're gonna hold that dumbbell on your chest. You're gonna stand, press, kneel, kneel, sit. Let's go. Stand, press, kneel, kneel, sit. So we have a little bit of that hinge worked into this movement. I know this is quite a complex movement here, quite a compound movement. A lot of moving parts. Don't rush it. Take your time. It's like a lunge meets a hinge meets a press. Right? Boom. Lunge, press. Drop it down. Heels. Stand, press. Kneel, and heels. Stand, and press. Go ahead and rest. All right, we're gonna finish off with our swing, our cardio. Pretend like I stood that up. Second. And then we have our fourth and final circuit. We're almost done. Let's get started with that kettlebell swing. All right, so nice and tall. Start by pumping those hips a little bit. Small hip thrusts, then build it up. Again, I'm not hyperextending through the hips. I'm keeping a tall posture. I like to direct my vision at like a 45-degree angle. So usually like where the ceiling meets the wall, because it keeps my posture tall. It prevents me from looking down, right? And it helps me stay powerful in the glutes. Boom. Squeezing the butt. Now, I know I said earlier, your elbows are going to stay close to your body and being a little more aggressive, so that bell is lifting higher. I just don't want them locked out. Go and rest. It's still the same idea. If the bell's higher, doesn't mean my elbows aren't close, right? Okay, final circuit. We have reverse lunges. So if you did those in the first round, I apologize, but you can front rack or you can hang low. One side, reverse lunge. All right, if you want to get a little more core out of it, love a front rack. If you really want to push yourself, you can keep it overhead. But again, if that kettlebell is a little heavier, all right, that might be too much. So really like a front rack version. You want to point the elbow forward. If you're doing this, I'm going to come into your TV and knock you out. All right, keep that elbow in and keep your vision ahead of you. Belly in tight. Tall posture. Your knee doesn't have to touch the ground, that's okay. Okay, but I want 90 degrees, so we're not here, right? Big step. Go ahead and rest. Switch those sides. Again, if you're hanging, still switch your sides. We're gonna go to the other leg now. All right, so remember when we're doing our lunges, I want to keep 2 train tracks of movement, so I shouldn't be crossing my line, right? So let's begin. I'm gonna front rack again. Elbow pointed forward. I'll even face you and show you, right? See the difference? Oh, and then what tends to happen, we kind of do this, or maybe we're doing this, and we're no longer focusing on that front foot, right? So the front leg is the working leg. It's the worker beat here. So that's doing most of the job. Okay, elbow up, chest proud. Boom. And it's not gonna be perfect, you know, but there's a big difference between forward, or even out a little bit, and way up here. Okay, at this point, it's become like a back rack. I'm not a fan of holding the weight that way, because we tend to be a little lazy. All right, upper body move now. I'm gonna adjust my microphone, so I'm gonna sound a little funny for a minute. But we have halos. So you're just gonna alternate. So all you're doing Begin is outlining a halo over your head, okay? But you're standing tall. Just I wanted you to see from that overhead angle. So just outlining the halo. Yes, you can come lower and like trace around your head. You can. But I feel like you get a little more core, a little more shoulder. Yes, it's a smaller motion when we stay up high. All right, but I feel like you get a lot more out of it. Okay, especially strength-wise. So we're just rotating back and forth. And you know what's coming next. We're gonna alternate between that lunge with a halo. Here for 3, 2, 1, and rest. We are almost done, you guys. It's our final circuit. We got 2 more moves to go. We have our lunge. Okay, so now you are gonna front rack, halo, front rack, halo. Let's get started. So I'm in my front rack, boom, for my lunge. Lift it up, halo around, bring it down to my chest. Lunge, halo, lunge, halo. So it doesn't matter like what foot you step back and then which direction you halo. Just make sure you're alternating, right, through both. So you'll find a rhythm. It doesn't matter. You can move that leg and go towards that leg, right? Or you can be on opposites. It really does not matter. It's just as long as you're going in both directions with the upper body and the lower body. Make sure you alternate. Almost there. Let's go, give me 1 more rep, 1 more butte, and rest. All right, woo! Feeling that in my chest. We are blowing through this workout. Final move of the day, final 40 seconds of work for the day, and that is your swing. So set up, get ready, let's do this. We got kettlebell swings. Pop those hips forward, explode through the glutes, and come up nice and tall out of that swing. Elbows are tight to the body. They're not all the way extended here, pulling you forward. Keep your eyes ahead of you. Look at me right here, right here. We got this, ladies, come on. We got 20 seconds left. Finish strong, finish hard. Come on, 15 seconds. Why did you join me today? You wanted to test yourself. You wanted to work hard. All right, now you gotta walk the walk. 5 seconds left. Come on, get those reps in. Boom, boom, stay strong. 3, 2, 1, and the rest. Woo, put that dumbbell to the side. Let's shake it out. Give me some over-unders. Very nice work today, ladies. Boom, air 5. All right, very nice job. That is tough. It is hard to go through a workout. Even if it's only 20 minutes, I don't want to say only 20 minutes, but you know, you don't need to work out for 45 minutes, an hour straight all the time, or even super regularly, okay? If you're taking little to no breaks, oops, doing that forever. Let's do some arm circles. I just like to kind of walk it out like catch my breath. So just taking a few steps forward, a few steps back. Just taking like short rest breaks during your workout, you're gonna get a lot of workout time, right, in a short amount of time. So, I don't know, efficiency is what I like. Just kidding, let's reach out side to side. Find some gentle side bends. Just kind of work that core out a little bit. But how are you feeling? If you like this workout, go ahead and like it. And if you wanna see more, all right, and get updates every time I post a workout or a new video, all right, subscribe. That way you can be the first to know and you don't miss out on anything. All right, let's put those hands on the hips, find some gentle hip circles. All right, but thank you so much for joining me. We just burned a lot of calories in a short amount of time. Got our strength, got our cardio, upper body, lower body, core. All right, all within a 20-minute workout. All right, let's use some gentle hip circles, opening it up. Excellent work, you guys. And just because we did quite a bit of hinging, let's just walk through a hinge stretch. So touching that heel down, hinging forward. But otherwise, thank you for joining me. You can always check out the blog for more information at simplemomfitness.com.